Welcome to the War Robots live show. One day, our Pixonic crew came to believe that a little game about giant robots was enough to make people all over the world a little bit happier. So we made this game. And it's now been a whole 10 years. Our little game is still going strong, perhaps stronger than it ever was. So today, we're going to celebrate. It's the 10th anniversary of War Robots. Let's go! This is War Robots Live Show 10th Anniversary Edition. Thank you for joining us. Hosting the show today is us, the Pixonic community team. Matthew, Igor, Shredder Blitz, Topsla and me, Holly Molly. And we are joined by the War Robots and War Robots Frontiers developers, sharing the news straight from the dev kitchen.
In the upcoming half an hour or so, we will look back at War Robots' past and set our sails into the future, give you a sneak peek at the upcoming War Robots updates, highlight the special activities and giveaways of the anniversary weeks, lay down the final epic beat of the investigation storyline from the Echoes of the Past update, look behind the curtain of War Robots Frontiers' latest developments, and more. Make yourself comfortable. Don't forget to turn on the subtitles. And please, enjoy the show.
It's been a wild 10 years for War Robots, and making it to this day is probably even wilder. While we recorded this show, we decided to go off script and let the devs tell their amazing stories. Let's see what they had to say.
Which year you joined the project?
2020.
It was 2018. It was 4 and 3 update.
In 2016, somewhere around the release of Gareth, Galahad and Lancelot.
I joined the team during the pre-release stage of the update 7.5 when Luchador was cooking.
Well, I joined on 17th of January 2021. Oh, it was 10 a.m.
2016.
2022.
2021.
I think it was 2017, and it was a winter. It's all I remember.
Oh well, actually I've joined War Robots project 2 times. First, all the way back in 2018, when the game was still young and fresh, and I started as a junior game designer. Then I worked here for about 2.5 years and left. But hey, here I'm back again. I rejoined War Robots team almost a year today, well, now I'm a producer here, and it's even better than it was before.
What was your first major task?
Probably social media researching and researches in general, but the the first serious task, and serious big one is launching every YouTube short. That was fun.
Funnily enough, my first major task was a research on social features. And the first documentation I wrote was about social features, friend system, and adding friends via ID and stuff like that.
My first major task was to set up the Robots Discord. We didn't have Discord back then, so and now it has more than 100k members, so it was a success, I guess.
I was a junior game designer, so I started with a couple of skins, and then came the end of that year.
My first major task was to play War Robots until the highest level and give the honest feedback to developers. Of course I did it, and I still play War Robots.
When I was junior game designer, I fixed a lot of bugs on Ares, Nemesis, and Hades release.
So my first big assignment was to gather a group of community volunteers to work on things like moderation and like content creation, and we ended up creating a thing that we called Iron Library. So people were writing all kinds of different guides and explainers, really fun stuff, and there are lots of really great people, many of which are still active in the community today.
I started to work on Japanese region, so mainly I made videos in Japanese language, which I still do from time to time.
Well, as junior game designer, I made Dread Incinerator and Dread Scald for 6.9 or 7.0, I believe. So that was my first stuff I did for release.
Oh, my two first major tasks was creating a new sniper light gun and a new mech. It was Mercury and it was Arbalest. Arbalest is still one of the weakest gun in the game, so yes, this is my pride.
If you are looking for even more nostalgia, check out our Memory Lane Monday playlist on the Robots YouTube channel after the show. It features every video we highlighted with the WR10 hashtag since the beginning of this year. And now, let's talk about what's been happening with the game lately.
To get you up to speed on what happened since the last live show, let's recap the year 10 of War Robots. Back in August, we added the title system. Commanders get titles for their greatest achievement in the game, and can now even show them off in battle. Every new event brings a set of new titles, often more than one. In fact, you'll be able to fight for a new unique title right after live show. Keep watching to learn more. We've just added kill assists to the match results. This means that even if you didn't kill an enemy robot, you still get a reward for your help in slaying them. Talking of teamwork, we've also revamped the friend system. You don't need a Facebook account to be friends anymore. Just add a person to your friend list using their player ID or befriend them after a good match. So it's even easier to stay in touch. Next, in the Social Overhaul series, is the clans. We'll talk about them in a minute. And now, let's draw a bead on the advanced aiming settings. This feature allows you to fine-tune your robot's lock-on mechanism. What should it prioritize? Low health, distance, or enemies who are out of cover? You can now come up with a perfect setup just for you. If you still haven't tried it, give it a go.
Hello, Commanders! Xero is here. The robots and titans that dropped on year 10th are as varied as ever. Ochokochi is a horned beast on a reign of ramming terror. The terrifying Dagon coils the tentacles over the whole 6 weapons instead of 4. Ophion reject the walking part of war robots to embrace menacingly slithering. Rook transforms into the armored meteor, while Newton pulls enemies out of the cover. Curie and Eiffel teleport extra equipment straight from the mothership. Shenlong zaps around battlefield like a grasshopper, and Bedwir's shield is big enough to protect an entire team or 2. But what are robots without the battleground to fight on? In 2023, Yamantau has returned, now fully remastered. Along with remaking the visuals from the ground up, we gave Yamantau a gameplay update as well. This map is still a sniper's paradise, but extra cover and subtle geometry tweaks now allow close and mid-range builds to have their share of fun as well. Following Yamantau, we've made quite a bit of progress on the visual overhaul of the carrier map. There is something else we feel approaching, something dark, something sinister, something codenamed Map 15. We'll come back to that later. First, we need to talk about our plans for the near future.
Hi, my name's Victoria. I've missed you. So, what are we doing about the clans? The upcoming overhaul is designed to make them a more prominent part of the game. We want clan management to provide an interesting new challenge for War Robots experts and help the newer players to find the communities of their own. Soon, every clan will have its own base. Clan leaders and their officers can use them to build and improve special facilities that give benefits for all members, who can also contribute to the clan's prosperity by playing and investing resources in its treasury. Being part of a strong clan will emphasize your status and provide extra income while giving you access to various clan-exclusive bonuses. The new clan system is fully cross-platform, meaning that no matter where you play, you can form a clan with players from other platforms. We consider the new clans one of the most complex and intriguing game features planned for this year. And we're excited to bring it to you in the upcoming updates. In 10.0, the rotating modes queue has appeared in the game. Basically, that was us laying the groundwork for new game modes. Along with variations on existing modes like Beacon Rush or TDM, rotating queue will soon introduce entirely new ways to play. The first mode to arrive is called... In this mode, two teams fight to control a moving objective, a payload. If you or your allies take hold of the payload, it advances towards the enemy position. The team that pushes the payload further or manages to escort it all the way to the finish point wins. And we won't stop at just one new game mode.
Another big thing on our radar is a module overhaul. We're ironing out the design details right now. Expect to hear more about the module overhaul in the upcoming months. Showing our ad trailers is already a live show tradition. Our ads often don't feature actual gameplay, but they are sure to grab your attention and put a smile on your face. The most awesome, spectacular, and fun War Robots ads are coming to your monitor.
what was the most memorable update?
I think my most favorite and memorable updates was the update with Revenant and 999 as a ruler of a release unit.
8.0 because we buffed Schutze, we gave it plus 8% movement speed.
Probably War Robots Remastered, because it's like a big thing and we've done a lot of stuff for that release.
You know, every anniversary update is the most memorable for me. I really love them, and every year it gives me chills to realize that our game is so many years old, so many players love it, and wow, it's really fun to prepare for such updates, especially when we started to do these live shows.
Oh wow, that brings me back some memories of flashbacks. Well, for me, the most memorable updates was the drone update.
The most memorable update it was War Robots Remastered, of course, because players didn't see it, but we remake all robots in the game.
I think the ones that resonate with me the most are the pilots update, because this is when we started building the War Robots world, like for real, with all of these factions, pilots, characters, stories, whatnot. And this is when we came up with this little Kyle Rogers story that kind of turned into first part of this Grey Swarm epic.
The most memorable update to date for me was 8.5, the Yandy Horror Show event. For that update, besides making my most favorite event with Anna Basarab and Gothic remodelings for Mars and Painter, I also managed to marry my cosplay hobby with my work, and the result was in that update video.
9.1. Yeah, Rook was fun, and the theme of like casino, Vegas theme was actually awesome. And it kind of like suited the War Robot universe too, so yeah, it was cool.
The most memorable update, I think, for me was update when Titans was released. This was my first big feature. I was really nervous. This was a big deal for a game. We changed our core gameplay for it. We added a new layer of content. This was cool, but it was scary.
What is your favorite robot? Bolt. Love this guy.
My favorite robot is Blades because I love the simplistic design.
Riker, of course.
Ravana, for sure.
Mars. I love throwing toys around.
So I think every game designer loves the robot he made. So for me it will be Revenant and Indra, Robot and Titan that I love.
In terms of mechanics and general gameplay, my favorite robot is Loki. For me, the person who is not really good at shooting, a robot that can just run around and stealth is perfect.
My favorite robot. Well, I have not only one favorite robot, but few. I think it would be Mercury, because it was my first robot. It will be Loki, just because I like Scandinavian mythology, and this Scandinavian pack was one of the first pack I worked on. And Augwang.
I have two of them. One of them is Retro Revenant. It's so beautiful, and the second one is Skyrus.
My favorite robot is probably Skyros, because I like weird concepts, like a little bit maybe gimmicky concepts, but I think this idea of a robot that can turn into a ball to ram into opponents, it's super simple on one hand, but it's super effective from the idea standpoint, and I really enjoy this kind of gameplay.
I believe Cerberus. This robot is actually made with community, so it was a community project. I worked on it too, and it was really nice project. I loved it. What is your favorite map?
Well, I think Springfield is my favorite. Yeah, I think Springfield.
That city.
I'm gonna say Yamantau.
Moon.
I like Dreadnought.
My favorite map is the first one, Springfield.
Yes, my favorite map is Dead City. I am a big fan of Warhammer universe, and Dead City has some of that vibes on it.
It's either Springfield or Canyon.
I think all the maps are cool. For now, I say Abyss.
I do, but I can't say what it is because that will be a spoiler.
Thunderikers here. Griffin, Mercury, and Luchador. What do these three have in common? A jump button. Throwing your robot in the thick of battle is probably one of the most intense feelings ever. A Doombot lands on top of unsuspecting enemies. Rockets, explosion, firepower. Pilots capsuling, ejecting left and right. It's simply heart-stopping. These tactics began with the old-school death button Griffin. Then it was a hell-diving Mercury and jumping Luchador's turn to take the mantle. The new Raptor expands this classic playstyle again, tweaking it so it survives the onslaught of the current meta. Raptor protects itself with a reflector shield while in the air, and hards every enemy in the landing area, converting a percentage of damage dealt in the self-repair. This heavy brawler space tech will strike on the battlefield with the next update.
Hey pilots, I'm Ducata and I'm the creative director of Robots Frontiers. This is the newest game in the War Robots series, but this time it's coming to PC and PlayStation and Xbox. War Robots Frontiers features the explosive mech combat you know and love with a galactic twist. Journey to the Wild 10 system. Become a pilot and fight for your destiny among the stars. Frontiers is currently in early access, and the team has been hard at work on lots of new content, features, and improvements. Let's take a look at the latest build. Looks awesome, right? If you want to try Frontiers for yourself, the game is currently available to try for free on PC. Download the demo version of the game from Steam or My Games Launcher, create your mech, and get ready for battle. As a special bonus, everyone who plays before May the 2nd will also receive a free gift. It was created to mark the 10th anniversary of War Robots, so don't miss the celebration. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the Wild 10 soon.
So there came a day when a coworker came up to me and said,
Why don't we put bloopers at the end of the update overview?
in typical fashion, we've got loads of these fails, and we, community managers, have great fun laughing at them afterwards. So we decided to share the fun with you. Our first blooper share was for 8.2 update. Here's what it was like.
You can hear more about the setup in the review by Jill Summers if you follow.
There are also weapons which have to be... The Freedom Skier's Armored Bowl.
Everyone loved it, so we decided to keep this up. Let's have a look at the latest selection of bloopers from last year.
After such an entrance, you'll need something close-ranged to feed, and it can pierce through shields. More specifically.
www.warrobots.com. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Run away!
Brizan, Shatter, and Splinter. As promised. If you ever tried using flamethrower, Flamethrowers, flamethrowers, flamethrowers. Hopping on, we have a pack of new weapons. Shifang, Laming, and Fangbower are
It carries four.
Once they accept, you become friends and getting together in his the first half starting from this update, a premium subscription
Once upon a time, a baby Fujin was born. It was small, brave and plushy. It wandered wherever its 4 legs could carry it. It carried 3 sausages along the journey, a set of plushy punishers. It became a symbol for many. It became a symbol for us. We could only create this beautiful piece of merch because of you, commanders. We're incredibly grateful to you and the guys from Makeshift for this beautiful collab. But remember, if you buy it, you really must take care of your new pet. If you do, we'll think about making friends for him in the future.
If you missed the Fujin plushie, there's another thing to check out. Take a look at official War Robots merch on Amazon. We've got a bunch of t-shirts, hoodies and long sleeves with official War Robots prints, including a brand new 10th anniversary print. We plan to add more things to this catalog in the future, so check it out from time to time. We hope you'll find something you like.
Hello, DG is here. Ultimate Robots production is still going strong. It won't be long before Bulgasari gets its own ultimate treatment. Soon enough, there will be an ultimate saboteur sneaking behind enemy lines. There are Spider-Bot ultimates in the work as well, starting with Ultimate Riker. We're also looking to build yet another Ultimate Titan before the end of the year. We won't tell you which one yet, but let us know what you want in the comments. Another cool feature of the Ultimate Bulgasari will be its Ultimate Shock Trains. You might remember the horse of Shock Train Spectre from days of yore, but we've learned our lesson since. Ultimate robots are partly collector items and partly explorations. What if we bring classic gameplay on par with today's meta, with all the balancing measures put in place? That is the blueprint of an Ultimate robot.
Which brings us to the elephant in the room. The Destrier in gold, the apotheosis of all things Ultimate. When Ultimate Destrier rampaged onto the test server, many were wondering who will get it and what will it take to get one. The answer to the first question is everyone, and to the second one, nothing. All you need to get your own Ultimate Destrier right now is start up the game and just grab it for free. This can wait though. Let's talk about the new map already.
Hey guys! You really did well with that investigation storyline from the last event. For those of you who never followed the echoes of the past, let's recap what's happened. The story started with anomalies looming over Springfield, Canyon, Dead City and Factory. The pilot detective, Hugo Booker, reached out to the commanders for their help in figuring out what's going on. The investigation kicked off, and we learned tons of interesting things over the following 2 weeks. It turns out those anomalies are linked to the Cataclysm, the catastrophic event that nearly destroyed Earth 60 years ago. The Cataclysm was the result of an experiment carried out by 5 corporations going awry. They were building something somewhere around the South Pole, and whatever they've built blew up, rendering most of the Earth uninhabitable. And instead of fixing things, the corporations left Earth by building arc ships and taking entire populations of people on board to build colonies on Mars. Fast forward to today. The year is 2144. Humanity is returning to the now recovering Earth, but we have to face a dangerous enemy. You know, while fleeing the planet, the corps left a bunch of old tech behind, like the Grey Swarm, a force of deadly AI bots we've been fighting in extermination mode for a year now. And it gets even better. To the Grey Swarm, it's us, the War Robot pilots, who are the alien invaders, and they will try to destroy us at any cost. even if it means triggering a second cataclysm. The picture is now clear. The anomalies were caused by the Grey Swarm. They found the facility that caused the cataclysm and now built something horrific there. If we don't stop them, the end of the world will come again. So we will bring the fight to them, right where it all began, in the place we now call Ground Zero. Ground Zero is a new map, built for the mid and close-range battles. There's a vortex of untamed warp energy in the center that damages anything that approaches too close. This is also where most of the fights will likely take place, as the beacons here are gathered close to the middle of the map. This will make for incredibly fun and fast-paced fights. However, before Ground Zero is added to the PvP map pool, we must first liberate it from the Grey Swarm. And for that to happen, someone must go in and place the first beacon, so we can enter the fray. But what if the risk is too high? Wouldn't it be safer if we just destroy it? Let's take a look.
We've run out of options, Theseus. Prepare for an orbital strike.
Are you sure, Nessa?
I don't like it either. But if the swarm figures out warp, nobody will be able to stop them.
Nobody at your service.
Booker? What the hell are you doing?
I was about to ask you the same. You know, nuking a warp site is a good way to start another cataclysm.
I know. But there's no other way.
There is always another way.
Booker, clear out now! We need to stop the swarm from spreading. I can't risk everyone to save you.
Well, I'll consider it. But you got one thing wrong. I'm here to save you!
We're out of time. I need to strike now.
Listen, Essa, the bugs can't use warp yet, and that's our advantage. If I can set up a warp gate, we can win like we always have.
Together as pilots. Booting up.
Booker, you've got company.
How many?
Too many.
Watch out! Booker, come in! Are you receiving? What's your situation? Hey!
Need a bit of help?
Theseus? Nessa?
What about the orbital strike?
Well, if we do win this,
We'll win this. Like we always have.
together, as pilots.
Eyes up, everyone. Bastion detected.
Well, Booker, for all our sakes, I hope this plan of yours works.
Come on. Just a little more. Got it!
Warp gate is online.
Here comes the cavalry.
Come on, pilots.
Let's crush some bugs. All right, let's go!
We have heard the call. The warp beacons are online, so it's time to kick off the Ground Zero community event battle and crush some spiders indeed. To liberate Ground Zero, you must fight together as a community against the spider bots in extermination mode. We will update the global progress every day. Once it reaches 100%, the battle will be won and Ground Zero will be added to the map rotation. You can track your personal progress on a special leaderboard. The most dedicated Grey Swarm exterminators will receive extra rewards and an exclusive title. So go ahead, join the fight, finish what you started and protect the Earth. Good luck!
Not long ago, we announced several contests on our socials. There was also something different on the anniversary website this year, a new awards ceremony. Anyway, it's about time for the results, right? Yes, but not that fast. Remember how we promised some epic rewards for winning and joining in all kinds of activities? Now, give me a second. Now that is the proper number of goodies for celebrating 10 years. Oh, and there's the twice the number for winners. The more the merrier, right? Let's not wait any longer then. First up, it's the winners of the anniversary art contest. Behold, some truly gorgeous art showing everyone's beloved robots from the talented War Robot community. The main characters of the game have always been our robots, right? Yes, Titans are epic, drones are small and cute, pilots are cool and brimming with War Robot universe lore. But everything starts with the robots. And you can't really play the game without one. So there finally came a time when we had to know which one is the best, now that we have so many of them. What is the greatest robot of all time? We immediately knew that only those who pilot entire hangars of them would be the best judges of that. It was you, our commanders. It's finally time to reveal your verdict in the awards tournament. Behold, the winner! Congratulations! The winner will be forever commemorated and a little mark will be added here. Now everyone knows that this bot is our community's favorite. A new story is born every day on the War Robots battlefields. Another living legend, another bastion slain, another unbelievable victory snatched, or another bitter defeat. Those are all your stories, commanders, and we recently got to read many of them. We're talking about our anniversary story contest, of course. Let's see which commanders are as sharp at telling stories as they are at battling massive robots. Don't worry if you missed some of those. We will post the results of all our contests on our socials and our website.
Finally, do you have anything to say to our players today?
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you for being us for all this time. I know that some people in the community who have been with the game since 2014, so long as I've been, and it's really incredible, and thank you guys for that.
Thank you all for joining us for this massive milestone. War Robots celebrates its 10th anniversary, and we are absolutely thrilled to have you on board as we move into the second decade of War Robots history.
Thanks for playing our game. I, from time to time, appear in a Discord server, and I'm really happy to talk with you from time to time. You are all cool guys, cool commanders, cool pilots. Love you guys, and pineapples for you all.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for playing War Robots. Thank you for being in Discord. Come there. We can have a chat. So apples for everyone, and be fine and be friendly with your teammates.
First of all, thank you for playing War Robots and play nice.
Good luck. Have fun.
Have fun and see ya on the battlefield, Commanders. As usual.
I love you all, guys. I see all of artworks, I see your comments, and we trying to make our best and best experience for you.
Thank you all for watching us for so many years. Thank you for coming today. I'd really love to work for many years in community team and have a great live show.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank you for like playing the game and being along for a ride. It's been like 10 years. Let's see where it goes next. Thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in today, and see you on the battlefield.
On this note, the live show is coming to an end. But we've still got plenty to do. Don't forget about the gift marathon with its ultimate Destrier and batch of D-Gems. D-Gems will let you choose a gift from the offer section. And there is more. All the details, links and results can be found on the 10th anniversary website, liveshow.warrobots.com. Thank you for celebrating with us today. And thank you for 10 amazing years of War Robots. There's still so much more we can't wait to talk about, so keep an eye out for the clan update, new modes and other cool stuff we have in store for the upcoming months. Now, go grab your golden Destrier and slaughter Spiderbots, Commanders. Good hunting and see you around!